Hey everyone, what's going on? Greg here again from Team Blast. So every time I run a heat map scan using local Falcon, I'm actually always looking at the competition to make sure that no company is getting an unfair advantage over my client because I want my client to get the most phone calls, website clicks, and customers for their business for working with me. So here's an example where I ran a scan back on November 10th. There was a company that 100% share of local voice, which really surprised me. When I looked into their profile, I noticed several issues that were against Google's quality guidelines. So I was actually able to suggest an edit and I got the profile removed. But then today they came back. So when I did the scan, I noticed my client actually lost some rankings. They're back at the top. I had to do the same thought process of, okay, what's going on with this? So I want to walk you through this because this is actually really important for anyone that has a local business and is looking for more leads. So to start, local Falcon, the keyword here is immigration exam. I ran the scan and I noticed I'm looking at the heat map of how everyone is ranking. And I've looked at this one particular company. They are dots one, two, and three pretty much everywhere, which means they're getting the majority of phone calls, website clicks, etc. But when I dove in deeper, again, I noticed several issues within their account. So issues were keyword stuffing, location was not real. Then they also had duplicate profiles as well. So they had multiple Google business profiles, then also keyword stuffing, different search phrases, neighborhoods within the city, etc. So I come across this a lot, and actually, I've been noticing this even more and more. I hope Google can do a better job of this, but I don't even know if they can. Um, a lot of times, people will create multiple profiles, and then they will keyword stuff the name because if they can get, let's say, a 2 or 3 month advantage over their competition, it's worth it. Even if that account gets shut down, they got the leads they needed. They'll just create another one. So I always have to keep an eye on that. So that's the example right over here. They had 100%. They had multiple profiles, keyword stuff in their name, a location that did not exist. There's even more issues too. So I saw that. I suggested an edit. It got removed. My client actually grew within their rankings. But then today they came back. So again, I had to take action because otherwise my client's going to lose rankings. So here is the thing: what to do. I always say use local Falcon. I think it's the best tool for this. But look at the competition. You want to look for fake addresses. So again, PO boxes, a location that clearly does not exist, an apartment, anything like that that is not for the Google quality guidelines. You have to look at that because if it's directly impacting your business, you have to make a suggestion. Same thing. The name. Keyword stuff in the name, duplicate profiles. I see this so many times for doctors and locksmiths. There's a lot of unfair competition that's taking place against going to directly impact your business. Next, your location really does, play a major factor. So my clients are all over. So if I had a client, let's say it was in Albany, New York, if I make a suggestion because I'm in the Albany region, my suggestion is going to have more weight compared to somebody in California. So always, consider that. If your clients are able to make the suggestion, it's going to hold more weight. Bonus points if they can take a photo or anything else like that as proof when they submit that within Google. Uh, Now, finally, there is no guarantee that this is going to work. So again, for the locksmith industry that I work with and HVACs and other ones too, sometimes it's maybe like 50% of the time that these suggestions will go through. Google does a lot of algorithm checks to make sure that your suggestions aren't just going to, tank a business that's actually legit. So they look at things like address on third-party sites. They look at reviews. They look at the activity of the profile. They look at just the Better Business Bureau. They look at a lot of different third-party sites to confirm if the address is real, the services they provide are real, the Google Street View. There's so many other things that go into fact. But again, though, for a lot of my clients' competitors, a lot of times, again, it's like somebody running like 4 different Google business profiles, and they're all ranking like let's say 5 or 7%, but they have 4 of them, so they have like pockets where they're ranking really well. And again, that impacts my client. Therefore, we have to make a suggestion because otherwise, what's stopping us from creating 10 profiles? Now, all of a sudden, there's so much spam within Google Maps. And anyway, this is what you want to see at the end. You make the suggestion, or your client makes the suggestion. Now it's accepted. They're removed. Your ranking should improve, but always keep running more local Falcon scans. Make sure they don't come back, because otherwise it's going to impact your business. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and as always, have a good rest of your day.